What's up, everyone? Vinny Musso from Musso Athletics here for day 21 of our 30 days of force. Into our final 10-day cycle here, we'll be talking about force production. So in terms of that, that force V that we've been talking about, that letter V as our example, we're talking about that second part, that second arm of the V, the arm that's going up from the ground. We've talked about the importance of force absorption. We've talked about the importance of force redirection and everything that goes into that. And now we're going to spend the last 10 days talking about force production. So it probably goes without saying, the importance of force production when it comes to sports and athletics. That's really the end result we see of those first two phases that we've talked about, absorption and redirection. I think it goes without saying how important force production is. But what I kind of want to do today, just quick video, just to kind of explain, how we'll break it up, because force production can go so many different ways. But how we'll kind of focus on it is talking about strength and talking about power. So two similar concepts, but they have their own unique properties to them, and they are different from each other. So we'll go into more detail about those. But in terms of strength, there's kind of some terms that we'll be using and kind of some things we'll be talking about. Absolute strength is a concept we'll be talking about starting tomorrow. So absolute strength is just, plain and simple, how much weight can you move? Just the sheer amount of weight you can move and force you can produce. That's absolute strength. Relative strength is a little bit different. That's how much weight you can move in relation to your own body weight, or how much force you can produce in relation to your own body weight. So similar concepts there, but different. So again, we'll talk about those and the importance that they have when it comes to force production. We'll also we'll talk a lot about kind of some very popular lifts that a lot of people do: squat, deadlift, and bench. Again, maybe three of the most commonly known exercises in the weight room, but we'll kind of dive into more detail about them and what's good about some of them and what's not as good about some of them. So that's kind of how we'll spend the first half of our force production part of this cycle talking about strength. Second thing we'll talk about is power. So power is it's more velocity dependent compared to strength. Strength is definitely involved in power, but there's going to be a little bit more velocity involved. But again, we'll talk about that more in detail. That'll be kind of I got a couple charts and graphs that we'll probably pull out for that day to kind of make everything make a little bit more sense. But when we do get to talking about power, probably in the second half of this 10 days, talking about force production, we'll go more into that. And we'll also be talking about recruitment. So we've talked about recruitment in terms of force redirection, particularly isos, when it comes to isometrics, being able to teach the body how to recruit more muscle fibers and recruit them more efficiently. We're going to talk about a similar concept, but in terms of force production. Okay, so again, today just kind of wanted to lay the groundwork for where we'll go over the next few days to wrap up this 30 days, and kind of focusing on two major aspects of force production: strength and power. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video, where we'll go more into detail about the strength portion of force production. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and if you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and take a look at Musso Athletics on Instagram and give that a follow as well for more great training content. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.